Okay, so today's struggle, I got a call from a friend who said he bought a tractor on an auction and it would not run, so he got a super sweet deal on it, and I'm gonna go over there and see if we can't get it started so that he can load it up and take it away. I suspect from what he described on the phone that somebody in the process of trying to get ready for the auction thought they were going to mess with ignition parts, Buddy the dog, and they've got it all way out of time because he said it backfires through the carburetor. So I suspect that the spark plug wires probably aren't right and the distributor's probably been moved, and who knows what all we'll find. But we're gonna go check it out and see if we can do anything with this for him. So that's where we'll be. All right. That's actually a pretty cute little fella, really. It's definitely seen its better days, maybe, as far as cosmetics a little bit, but it's still, I think you could, this is the worst part. All right, 3-cylinder, what luck. I love these. I've worked on maybe one of these before. He said he tried to move the distributor. The carburetor is leaking. That's excellent. Let's see here. Let's investigate. Let's take, I assume. Yeah, okay, that's right. These have the swing out battery tray. Okay, let's swing that out. Okay, this is all coming back to me here. Firing order, 1, 2, 3. Well, that's simple enough, isn't it? Okay, 1, 2, 3. Here's one. Okay, this is 1. Then, where's number 2? Number 2, 2, and 3. So that part, I would say, is okay, but we don't know that it is actually in time and not 180 degrees out. So, let's see here. Will you run? Do we know what we're doing? No, we don't. Is this one that has like a starter? Oh, there we go. Okay. Yep. Choke. Sounds kind of sick. Let's get some tools. That always is what people do when they want to fix stuff, right? Get some tools. Now, I could call him and he would come and help me, but I really like working alone. I get nervous when people are standing there watching me, so I would prefer to do as much as I can on my own. These things are designed in a way to prove that you should not build things in this way, because it is a pain to work on all of this. I do remember that from the last ones I've done. See, what I'm getting at is, it may in fact be that they got the wires on in the right order, but it may not be in the right spot, because you know what I'm saying? If it ain't pointing to number 1 when it's supposed to be, why then it ain't gonna be doing nothing, see? So, okay, here's what we'll do. We'll do the most difficult thing possible. Look at all those new pieces in there, like right there. And it even stopped on a high spot. That looks like an acceptable gap. We turn the key on and see if we got any fire here. Can we reach around and see? It is getting, yeah. Sure, it would be nice to be able to see, but the way this is designed, I sure can't stretch my fat self around. I should have brought that little remote starter jobby that I got from the viewer. Oh, there's the starter solenoid. Okay, perhaps I can make this go. Anyway, if I go from there to there, will that start it? No, it needs to go from here to here. Frustrating. Let's see here. I heard it fire, so, or heard the thing do that. Okay. So now, let's see if we can somehow take the number one. Ooh, I don't want to be raking all that into the distributor. Put that all back together first. Or at least set it on there. We know that that's firing. Let's put this on here. Okay. I'm gonna put the notch in the housing. Sure. He's gonna have carburetor issues. That's obvious because it's leaking pretty handily. But that ain't necessarily our hindrance right now. Okay, I'm appreciating this design less and less every time. You can't even get your fat meat hooked back in there to do nothing. How do they expect you to do that? Are you little pencil-handed Ford people? I don't know. Okay, that's on there, but that was stupid because I need to take it right back off again in a minute. I'm not saying that I can't fix this, but I'm saying, for one, the desire to do so is very low. I'm not really in a great mood to do that. Okay. She's down in there, boys. Okay. Now just calm it down, Ford. What a guy should have done was brought an extension, but I don't think he did. Okay, can this fit down in here? I have brought the most awkward and inappropriate selection of tools. Flooding. Now, once again, it sure would be handy to reach the key from here, which I can't do. But I can do this. Okay, I think in that neighborhood is number one. Don't you like my very precision way of doing this by myself? Because of the way that it is. So, that's number one. It's pointing over. Okay, if that's number one, then it should have been to this one, which they have number 3. What's this one? This one's number 1, isn't it? No, that's number 2. Okay. Okay. So we're learning some things. Now, we need to see what order it goes in, or what direction this one turns, because I know nothing about this Ford. Okay. It goes backwards. So, I believe that we have a mismatched situation here. I believe that this is number 1, and it is. It's even labeled on the cap, and somebody has screwed the pooch. There's number 1, then number 2, then number 3. No, I whacked this up already. It goes that way. I was off by 1. 1, 2, 3. Maybe you can't see what I'm doing, but that's okay because I don't really know what I'm doing. So, we're gonna hope for the best, because that'll make me look really super smart. And I'm not really that super smart. So, I know because people tell me in the comments I'm not that smart. And I know that. Okay, stick your finger in it. That's what you're gonna wanna do. Can you get your finger down in there at least? Come on. Come on. There. Now, what's this? That's number 1. That's the way it should be. Okay. Come on, tractor. Let's run. That would be super cool if you did. I don't like this in the head design. I don't know who came up with that, but wherever you are, you're an idiot. That is so stupid, of the worst kind right there. I mean, who thinks that's a good idea? Now, let's stand back here so that the fire won't reach us. And let's see if this little sucker will come to life. Oh, you're gonna run. Oh, look at that. It does not run well. Something is seriously wrong with our governor linkage. We have like no throttle action of any kind. Butterfly on our carburetor. Let's lay these here and forget about them. Definitely flooding. Come on, buddy. Well, you do move. Uh-oh, that was a mistake. It runs. Let's give him a call and tell him. I have no idea what he'll say either, so he may say something inappropriate. I don't know. Uh-oh, I don't remember. Which number did you call me from? We got it running for him. It does move, so he should be able to load it on the trailer. Anything else about its condition, I sure don't know. I would guess that it will be for sale again. 3-point works, as he is not a Ford person or anything like that. He just playing with stuff, and I shouldn't be. Everything's rusty. He buys stuff and then resells it, or doesn't resell it, whatever strikes him. So yeah, but I think if you knew what you were doing and take the time to rebuild the carburetor and mess with it a little bit, he'd probably have something. Overall, it really is not a bad looking tractor. I mean, it's not beat up, it's really rusty on the hood, but I have to find out what he gave for it, because if I was at an auction and this didn't hardly bring anything, I probably would have bought it too. I mean, it's got practically new tires on it, really. If you look at it, they're older and, you know, dry rotted from sitting, but definitely not wore out. The fronts are better than the back, but uh-oh. Now don't run away, buddy. It's coming into it now. It just needs a little love. Let's see if it'll restart now that it's been running. Come on, let's restart. Oh yeah. Another thing that I'm not so sure about, but I always heard one time, I heard it when I was dealing with like the Fiats way back when, years ago, like the 3-cylinder motors, like the 1265s and those 3-cylinder engines have less vibration for whatever reason. I don't know, it doesn't make sense in your mind why that would be to me, because you have 2 and 1 going up and down, but they're less vibration, and that's why 3-cylinder is something that people considered for a while. I know, like in the 1365, which is a 4-cylinder, they put that balancer thing under there to help take some of the vibration out and equal the, like a counterbalance weight to equal out some of the vibration. So I don't know, but it does seem to run pretty smooth, so maybe there's something to that theory. But anyway, yeah, he's got a runner now, so I think we did our good deed for today, and we even got a video out of it, so it's not too bad a deal. A little bit of something different. Like I said, I think he's got something. I'm not a Ford person necessarily. I got that one, but I think he's got something. Here he's calling back, I bet you. Yeah.
Ross the Ford man.
You can drive it on your trailer. The wires weren't anywhere close to right. They had them backwards. So it does not run that well. It needs some attention. The governor action is about 0, but I think that's because the carburetor is so gummed up. The top shaft, you really have to work to move it. So anyway, but you can drive it on a trailer now. So
What about driving it home?
I don't know that I would try that, but you can't get it wide open. You can get it, sometimes it'll go wide open, but I don't think you would want to drive it home. I think there's too much unknown, but
Trouble is, I don't have my trailer here.
I mean, I wouldn't start out at this time of day with it. Now, maybe if you want to try it like tomorrow and have all day to do it, you might make it.
I mean, what do you think's gonna happen?
It's gonna die and then maybe not start again if something happens. I don't know. Anything could happen, but I don't know. I would rebuild the carburetor before I took it on the road, but that's my opinion. I don't know. It's not a bad looking little tractor, really. I mean, it's not beat up or anything.
Yeah, but why in the hell would everybody put chickens in a bed? I mean,
Is that what was on it? Chickens?
chickens, yeah, they had it in that barn down below.
Oh man.
They must have had it wasn't just like a few chickens. I'd say it was probably 20 or 30 chickens.
Oh.
The manure and stuff that was piled up.
If it hadn't had that, it would have been, I bet it would have looked like almost new.
Yeah.
If it hadn't been for that. Huh. That's crazy, because that is everything's rusted then just from that. I don't know, you could try to drive it home. It's yours, not mine. So, I mean, take a tow rope, I guess.
Yeah, where do you think I topped off the antifreeze, the oil's good. You know where the dipstick for the transmission hydraulic oil would be?
It's probably just a plug on this one. I bet it's not a, I don't know that it has a, well, I don't know, the older ones did, kind of.
I was going to say the 8N Ford even had a dipstick.
I don't know. I don't see it. I mean, I bet it's on my, like, it's usually over on the side, unless it came out in the chicken full. I don't know. I don't see it, or anything that looks like it could be it. I'm wondering if this square-headed plug on the side is supposed to be your, like, take your level out, because there's a square-headed pipe plug right next to the floorboard on the one side. Or did you take out the either one of those big plugs? See, there's one under the seat and there's one in front of the shift levers. Did you take those out and see if there's a dipstick on them?
No.
Like maybe they have it made into the lid. But that would be the only thing I know to tell you. As always, if you enjoy my videos, give them a thumbs up. That helps out the channel and it doesn't cost you anything. Leave a comment. Tell me that you liked it or tell me that you hated it. Tell me I'm a moron. I really don't care, but anything that you say helps us out too. So thank you again, as always, for watching, and I will see you in the next one.